Hi, what's up everyone? So I got to play a lot of Azucena in this build, and I really enjoy her. I think she's really fun. I love the design, and I love some of the options that she has. So let me just pop into combo challenges and show some stuff with her. So one thing I've noticed with her is her early punishment is very strong. This is her 10 frame punish, and it does 28 damage, and it's plus 8 on hit. So you can choose to go front facing, or you can choose to go into back turn. Both really good options to go for. And her while standing for 1 is really strong for an early while standing punisher. So her early punishment is quite strong, but her later punishment is quite weak. So she has this pretty much until 15th frame, and she has this pretty much until 15th frame. Now for 14th frame standing, you can do this for a wall splat, but outside of wall splat, I think this is better. This is a better situation to go for mix-ups in. So super strong early punishment, but weaker punishment later on. Now, I feel like her trailer misrepresented her a little bit. So her trailer was all about this, you know, evading stances, you know, evading highs and lows. But I think outside of heat, it's not really that effective. So you want to use it more for the stance mix-ups. Now her stance mix-ups out of this are super strong. So for example, she has a hell sweep with down 4-4. She has a low that goes into back turn, which I'll talk about in a second. She has 14 frame mid heat engager, which obviously is really good to, you know, make them stop blocking, to catch them ducking. And outside of the heat, so when you do it into heat, she gets a launcher. So I'm not optimal with the character obviously, but she gets a launcher outside of heat, or in heat, sorry. So, and like I mentioned, her back turn game is very good. But before I go into that, I want to show off some more options out of her stance. So she has a mid high, which is safe. She has a mid, which is unsafe. She has a 1+2, which is a -14 mid launcher if you're feeling yourself as a mid option. But her min low option is going to be the hell sweep for sure, or the back turn low if you want a bit more safety. So she has pretty good options out of this stance. Now let's talk about back turn game. So I feel like her back turn game is going to be the one that you kind of want to implement more, because I feel like the options out of the back turn stance is a bit better than her Liberador stance. So for example, her 1-2, like I mentioned earlier, you have the option to go into back turn, +8 into back turn. Now let's talk about what she has in the back turn stance. She has a low out of back turn, so this is going to be like your main low option, which is just back turn 3. And as you can see, it puts her into the stance, into Liberador stance, front facing. So like I said, you have a bunch of options like your heat stuff here and so on. So that's one way to go into the back turn stance. Denmark 3 is also another way to go into back turn stance. Now, Denmark 3 is +4 into the stance. So now we can talk about her other options in her back turn. So let's say for example, Denmark 3 is +4. If you do back turn 1+2, it's a counter launcher. So this is counter launcher, and so on, right? So back turn 1+2 is a 14 frame counter launcher. However, it is unsafe at -10. So that's why I'm thinking, if you do 1-2 into back turn and be +8, you can do back turn 2, which is a 17 frame mid. And they can't step it in this situation. At +8, they cannot step. So back turn 2, if you do back turn 2, 1+2 is a hit grab, which is pretty good, and it's safe as well. Another option you have is back turn 4, if you want to like harass them while staying in back turn. So if you think they're ducking and you want to stay in back turn, you can use this to harass them. And it does have a mid extension as well, which is natural. But your main low option is going to be back turn 3, and your main mid option is going to be back turn 2, in my opinion. And if you want to like frame trap them from less plus situations like Denmark 3, you want to use back turn 1+2 as a counter launcher. Another good thing I noticed with her as well is her running 2-1. So her running 2-1 is ridiculous. Let me show it outside here. Oh my god, alpaca jump scare. Okay. So it's +5. It's pretty fast for a running move. It's 15 frame plus the running motion. So, and you can see it does crazy chip damage on block. Personally, I don't think this move is gonna stay. So it has a lot of range. It's +5, and even if you step it, she flies off. So it's actually really hard to punish her. Yeah, and it jails on block as well. So you're forced to block this. So this is definitely a move I feel like is going to get nerfed on release, but you know, don't tell Namco. So yeah, crazy dip damage. Downward 1-4 is also jailing on block as well. Yeah, so you can frame trap with this, and then do this afterwards, which also jailed for some reason. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. It is pretty ridiculous. So yeah, running 3-2 is going to be like one of your main moves with Azucena, and this as well is also going to be one of your main moves. Now, one thing I've noticed, our FC game is very, very good. For FC Downward 3, it's +3 on hit, and on counter hit, you get crit grab attempt. No, not attempt, but it's guaranteed. The crit grab is just guaranteed, so they can't break this. So for FC Downward 3, so much range as well. Like you can hit from all the way over here, so the range is really good on this. And as someone who's an FC enjoyer, I like this a lot. She also has, you can use while standing 4 as a mid option from crouching as well, but what I really like is while standing 3. While standing 3 is +4 on block. It puts her into the stance. So if you think they're gonna press, +4 into the heat 2, into the stance 2, which will frame trap them in your favor. And when you get them to respect you, you can go for a bit more funkier mix up like the hill sweep. You can go for maybe the low, which goes into the back turn. Or you can also maybe frame trap them with 4-1 or 1-1, for example. So, you know, I think this is a really, really fun option to complement your FC game. On hits, you can do anything you want. On hits, everything frame traps, so you can pick anything you want. Maybe you want to go for Hell Sweep, maybe you want to go for the Beat Engager, maybe you want to go for the 4-1 string mix-ups, so 4-1 into the high, 4-2 into the mids, which also was splat, so this is more rewarding at the wall, obviously. So, her FC game, very, very, very good, and I really, really enjoy it. Now, some flaws I feel like she has, I mentioned earlier, her early punishment, extremely good. This and this, extremely good. But as you go later on in the punishment, it's not quite there. She gets 3-3 at 14 frame, and then she launches at 15 frame. So there's a big gap in her punishment. And after 11 frame while standing punisher, you don't really get like anything else. You get that until 15 frame while standing 2. So I think you have to do crouch cancel 1-2 for like bigger lows. So like crouch cancel 1-2 for bigger lows is going to be important for this character, I think. And I feel like outside for stance, her low options are a little bit limited. Like this is -14. Sorry, this is -14. Then, but the other lows that she has have extensions to them. So they have to be really careful about punishing the low. So if they try to punish this low, they're going to get hit by this. And if they try to punish this low, they're going to get hit by this. And if they try to punish that, they're going to get hit by this. So she has like multi-layered mix-up punishes on her lows, which is like really toxic for round ending, especially. If you want to end a round with this, that's pretty toxic. But yeah, I feel like she's pretty strong. And she also has some other buttons at range, like Tempo 4 and 4-3 as well. So 4-3-2 is hit confirmable mid-high, which gives you a free 4-3 afterwards. Tempo 4 is a 16 frame mid, but has good reach, as you can see here. And I feel like it's a pretty good with Punisher because it will spot him pretty far. And also 3-3 is going to be like one of your main with Punishers. And just to go back to her crouching game a little bit, while signing 1, it's a 13 frame counter launcher. So think like Xiaoyu, think Raven. So 13 frame while standing counter launcher. Yeah, overall, the character feels pretty solid while having some fun like offense with the stance pressure and also the back turn game. So overall, I'm having a lot of fun with the character. But I do feel this is going to get nerfed and this is going to get nerfed. Outside of that, I think she's pretty good. But yeah, that's kind of what I think on the character, my general thoughts. Right, how's that for YouTube? I think that was pretty concise. That was pretty, like, a lot of information.